Welcome back, my friends. Today we are here to talk about the fact that I only wash my hair once a week. Cue the gross moans. I don't find it gross. I actually love it, and this is why. Well, first of all, me washing my hair once a week is what most people call or consider low poo or no poo. And what that is basically people that don't wash their hair as often, me. People who don't use conventional commercial shampoo, also me. So that would be people who are using stuff like shampoo bars, soap berries, baking soda, and apple cider vinegar. I'm sure there's some others. Those are the ones that I'm most familiar with. Or people who do strictly water only. That is also a thing. And trust me, there's plenty of stuff out there on the World Wide Web that you can learn about low poo or no poo if you so desire. But today, we're going to talk about why I do it, what my routine is, and how you can do it too. Because it's great. Okay, number one reason why I do it. It is low maintenance, and I just love that. I love that it's low maintenance. I love that it saves me time. I recycle my hairstyles, which I love. Typically, day 1, I'll curl my hair. Day 2, it's fine. Day 3, it's fine. Maybe needs some touch-ups. Day 4, this is day 4. If I was going out in public, I would maybe do something to it, but I wore it down so y'all could see what it looks like. But yeah, day 4, didn't do anything to it. Day 5, probably wearing it like half up, half down. And then day 6 and 7, I'm doing something to it, but overall it's super low-key. And it's just wonderful to not have to wash your hair every single day and then let it dry, or spend time blow drying it and put heat on it every single day. It's just great. And you're going to spend less money, which is another thing that I love. I love eliminating products. I love relying on less and saving money. Because obviously, if you're not shampooing your hair every day, you're shampooing it less, so you have to buy less shampoo less often. It's just great. And then a third, just little kind of bonus for the most part, people who are on low poo, no poo routines are probably using something that is, well, they might be using nothing if they're just using water, which is great. Or they're probably using something that is both natural and sustainable, which is just wonderful. So that's why I do it, because I do use natural, sustainable products. I spend less money and have to spend less time on my hair. It's great. Where I'm at, I wash my hair once a week, typically. And I would like to be a water only eventually, but I'm taking my time transitioning so I don't have to go through just like grease ball for a month. Day 1, my hair looks great. It looks clean, shiny, soft, all those wonderful things. Day 2 looks pretty much the exact same way. Day 3, it still looks great. It's probably a little less poofy. I actually think my hair looks the best on day 3. Then day 4, start to notice a little grease. This is day 4. But it really doesn't bother me. Plus, I feel like my hair just hides grease pretty well because it's dark, so I don't know, maybe that's different for different hair colors. Then day 5, I can still pretty much wear it down if I want to. I typically do. I'll probably just have a little more grease at the roots, and so a lot of the times I'll go half up, something like that, to hide that grease, and then my hair that's underneath is typically just totally fine to be wearing down. And doesn't have a lot of oil on it or whatnot. Then day 6, I'm probably wearing it up in some sort of fashion, so like pigtails, braids, ponytail, something like that. And then day 7, almost always I've got it in a messy bun or maybe a French braid, something like that. And I usually am wearing a headband, especially now that I have bangs, because these guys get greasy. Not faster. I mean, they get greasy at the same rate as the rest of my hair. But since it's not a long piece of hair, I can't just like pull it back and hide the grease, if that makes sense. But it's great for styling because I can recycle hairstyles, like I said. So I use heat on my hair way less. And yeah. What does it look like when I wash my hair? It looks like these shampoo and conditioner bars right here, which they're just sitting on a soap rack right now. But this is shampoo right here. This is conditioner. And what's great about these is I know I order them off Etsy, so small businesses, and then I know every single ingredient that's in that shampoo and conditioner bar. And they're sustainable. Obviously, they're not coming in plastic packaging like literally pretty much every shampoo ever. Well, that's not true. My sister uses a shampoo that comes in a glass bottle, actually. And I mean, it has a plastic pump, but you just keep your plastic pump and replace it. So those do exist. But hers is also, oh, I didn't forget to mention, these are vegan. So that's good. My sister's shampoo is also vegan and uses natural products. And she says that she noticed a huge difference in her hair when she switched from commercial shampoo to natural vegan shampoo, even though hers is still liquid. So that's always an option that you can look into if you're not wanting to go through the learning curve of a shampoo bar. But when I do shower, I will say it takes a little more time to wash my hair than if I was somebody who was washing it every day, just because there's going to be more buildup in oil and stuff like that on my hair since it's been a week since I washed it. And it's not necessarily always a week because sometimes my hair gets greasier faster or not as fast depending on the week. Like last week I went 9 days instead of 7. This week I feel like it's getting greasy a little bit faster than last week, so it'll probably be my regular 7 before I wash. But it's nice to have that flexibility when you get to the end and you're like, oh, I'm just really busy today, I don't have time to wash my hair. Then just throw it up with a headband. Pretty much any updo hides grease. So you're going to be just fine to wait an extra day. And then after you wait an extra day, you might find that next week you can go longer again before you wash. Anyways, so when I do wash, I will brush my hair, make sure there's no tangles in it. And then I'll literally take my fingers and scratch my head. And that's just to get up all the dead skin cells and any dirt or whatever that's hanging out on my scalp, just to loosen all that up so that when I am like in the shower underwater ooh, I'm getting a call. Okay. So that when I am in the shower underwater, that all that stuff will rinse out instead of just like staying there on my scalp. So I'll loosen all that up. I usually also use this comb, and I'll just like, I don't know how to even explain that. I'll usually use this comb to help with that process to kind of get through my scalp, and I usually will massage it a little bit to get out some oil production. And then I don't do this all the time, but then sometimes I'll like take it and pull the oil that is on my hair down as much as I can. That is called scritching and preening, which is something that people that are water only typically do. I don't make a big deal of doing it. But then I get in the shower. I usually try and finger comb through and let the water rinse out and clean as much as possible. And then I'll go to shampoo, and I do put my shampoo bar directly on my scalp. Some people say not to do that and to just like lather it in your hands and then put it on your hair. But putting it on my scalp has worked for me. That's what I'm going to continue to do. And I do typically have to shampoo twice to really get my hair clean so that when I come out of the shower there's not still some grease or whatever left on there. And then when I go to my conditioner bar, I'll typically take it and I'll do it like right on the ends, and really focus on the ends to help cure those and combat split ends and whatnot. And then I'll go from the scalp down. I'll like rub this over my hair, not a ton, and then I'll just rub it on my hands and take that to do on my scalp. I don't put my conditioner bar directly on my scalp. And then obviously I'll rinse that out and let water run through that pretty well. It is a learning curve using shampoo and conditioner bars. It probably took me 2 to 3 months, but also keep in mind that was only like, what, 8 washes? Because I wasn't washing my hair every day. So if you are washing your hair every day, it'll be much quicker learning curve for you, I'm sure. It is a different way to wash, and it's a different feel. Like the way that it cleans and the way that it conditions is different than your regular liquid shampoo and conditioner that you're used to. But I had no problems with it and I really love it. I do wash my brushes every time I wash my hair. So these are all brushes, combs that I have and use. Honestly, it kind of feels like a lot. But this one, pretty much only use when I wash to get through my scalp and then to part my hair. So yeah, this one I only use when I get out of the shower just to comb through it, which it's a wide tooth comb so that there's supposed to be less breakage when you're brushing with a wide tooth comb when your hair's wet. And honestly, both of these, I would prefer that they were wood, but I just am not at a point where I need to replace them. So I'm not going to replace them unnecessarily, but when I do need to replace them, I'll probably replace them as wood. Then this brush, honestly, I didn't do a lot of research, I guess, on. I did ask for this specific brush. I got it as a gift, but I think it's just off Amazon, so next time I probably opt for something that is made a little more transparently, like smaller company, handmade, and something that doesn't have these little knobs on the end. I just go for the straight bristle next time. And then I have this boar bristle brush, which I do really enjoy. I got it off Etsy, handmade in the United States, so checking a lot of boxes that I love to check there. But a lot of people, when you're researching no poo, low poo, if you do decide to go this route, will tell you, oh my gosh, you need a boar bristle brush, it's so wonderful. No, you don't. It's helpful, but you're absolutely going to be fine without it. It does help pull grease down or oil down your hair, but again, I don't have a great habit of brushing with this, and when I do brush a lot with it or when I don't really notice a huge difference. What has been the biggest thing with this for me is hairspray. Honestly, this is my hairspray now. I don't really use hairspray because I want to use as little products as possible on my hair and natural products. But I mostly just used hairspray to tame like flyaways and stuff. And this does that wonderfully, so no need for hairspray. But I do wash these bad boys when I wash my hair every week. So you will be able to feel the oil like on the bristles, and you'll be able to feel if this is oily or not. I don't always have to wash this one. If it's not oily, I won't. This one I always wash, and I just take an old toothbrush and my shampoo bar and I get it a little wet and put a little shampoo on there, and then I just go through all the bristles, brush them down, and then I'll swish it around in the water. Okay, disclaimer, that water probably, I've dipped the shampoo toothbrush in there, so there's a little bit of shampoo in that water. So after that, I'll spritz it down with just plain water, and then I'll lie it bristles down on a brush to dry. And then with this guy, I'll take that water that's sitting in my sink, because I've got the plug pulled up and stuff, that has a little bit of shampoo in it, and I'll just put this in there for maybe 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll spritz it down to rinse it off. And then I always wipe both of them. I'll wipe the wood down to make sure there's nothing left on the wood as much as possible, that the only moisture is on the bristles, and then this one will go bristles down as well to dry. So that is how I do low poo / no poo. I do hope to get to water only at some point in the future, but this is where I'm at now. If you want to go low poo, no poo, start doing your research, but here are my suggestions to you. Ditch your commercial shampoo. Just go ahead and toss it. Well, you could use the rest of it. That's what I did. that would probably be the most sustainable thing to do, is to use the rest of the products that you have. But like if you have a sister or a mom or a friend that uses the same shampoo as you, something like that, just be like, hey, could you use some shampoo? Because they're going to need it eventually, so give it to them. And then get something natural that you know every product that is in there and you're okay with it being on your hair. I care about sustainability, so get something sustainable. Typically, all those natural options are sustainable, so that's great. I love shampoo and conditioner bars. I don't know if I said this. I got mine off Etsy, so get something on Etsy. There's plenty on the internet that you can buy too. And then after you've gone to a natural shampoo, start washing every other day. And then once your hair is kind of used to that, so when you start out, you're probably going to be super greasy day 2. So your day 2 for you is like my day 7. So that day 2, you're going to be super greasy. You're going to want to have it up and maybe a headband. That's what I do. And then once your hair's gotten used to every other day, then up it to 3. Then just keep adding. And your hair will slowly start to get used to that and regulate to that. And it'll be great. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Those are my suggestions. Because nobody wants to have... You can just go strictly like, I'm just going to not wash my hair for 10 days and then wash it. People do that. But it's probably going to take you a little while to transition. So then your hair is just super, super greasy for a long time. And that's what keeps most people from doing low poo or no poo. That's what kept me from doing it for a long time. And then my sister was like, why don't you just do this? And I was like, that makes so much sense. And yes, it is taking longer for sure, but I don't look like a grease ball for months on end, which I am grateful for. So that is my suggestion to you. If you have questions for me, let me know. I am always happy to answer them. That is pretty much it for this video. I love low poo, which is such a weird name, by the way. And you should go low poo or no poo. That is all I have to say. I pray that you live a life that worships.